Welcome everyone back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Hunter x Hunter episode 133. What happened last time?
Last time we saw Gon and Killua, and he's back down to normal size. His hair's still super long. Killua's carrying him, and Palm and Ikalgo are trying to hide down in Bizef's room where he kept all those girls. So they're putting Komugi there, and then they are going. Ikalgo has a plan for a trap, apparently. Yeah, Pouf has devised this entire plan to try and make sure that Komugi is never remembered, because he found out that just hearing a word can like make the king remember every detail about that thing. So
You found that out?
yeah, because when they mentioned pitou, then the king was like, oh yes, I remember exactly what pitou was and what pitou looked like. And then they're like, shit, if he hears her name, we can't just be like, oh, if he never sees her. It's like, we have to make sure that there's never a mention of her ever.
And that's what happened last time. Leave a like and subscribe to see what happens next time on patreon.com/boldcast, where you can hunt for your dream in the comments section. I'm confusing all of these different things.
Yep.
You can see the end of Hunter x Hunter at this moment, or our reaction to the end of Hunter x Hunter at this moment, or Lindsay's reaction to the end of Hunter x Hunter at this moment on patreon.com/boldcast in uncut format, because it's a month ahead. It's roughly 22 episodes ahead, which would eclipse the end of the series. Check it out down below, link in the description. Hope you enjoyed most of all. Let's check it out. And please leave a comment. It really helps us out.
Okay, I don't know who was standing here but not hypnotized. They're probably terrified out of their mind. They're like, what's going on? These guys are really oblivious. These guys are JoJo characters. They didn't see anything. Literally exactly like that.
What about the nuke?
Six sevenths. That's such a weird amount. Is he gonna start to think about it?
I think he said previously 1/7 was what he needed to maintain like a larger form. I think he said that.
And he hasn't even thought that pitou might be dead. He's just like, oh, could it be that the fight is so intense? You know, that pitou had to take away all of the puppets?
Yeah.
Because Gon just seemed so weak, and it's because Pouf was so focused in his own things that he didn't see in Gon what pitou was seeing.
Exactly. Deadline X to X live.
Are any of those other women still in here?
I think so. Yeah.
Here he is back to overthinking everything. His name?
奴らは敵だろ。俺たち NGL の。違うか。ブロブーダも前世を忘れて仲間のはず。連れて行ってくれ。
イカルゴ、なんで知ってんだよ。
何の話だ。
ジャイロに会いに行ったよな。知らなきゃそんな言い方しねえだろ。
知ってるんじゃなくて、そうとしか思えないからだよ。俺たちでさえ生きてるんだぜ。あいつがまだ消化されるわけないだろ。
I mean, yeah, but like 90% of the ants are dead at this point.
I think we actually heard what happened to Gyro already. If I'm not mistaken. Gyro, I think... Yeah, no, we did. We definitely did. Gyro was turned into an ant, and then he had such a strong sense of self that he just left.
Like left, yeah. I wonder if he'll actually do it. Will they go, or will they just stay because they're so blindly loyal? What's gonna happen if he tells Yupi the message and Yupi's like, oh, I'll tell the king, alright.
Yupi, 殿。護衛軍のお出ましか。ユピ殿、至急王にお伝えせねばならないこと。
Don't tell him what it is. Go to the king.
Tell it to the king first.
Shit.
なるほど、勝負なんだから。王に伝えなくとも問題なしだ。ここまでやんだとしたら大したもんだ。もうお前は行っていい。
Shit.
とりあえずプフが戻ったら知ら。
He knows. He's suspicious. Oh.
にしてもピトーは一体してやがるんだ。
Not looking so good with that cough.
狙は敵。
Can't trust him. Finally, his suspicion is actually really paying off. He's suspicious of the right people for once, of the right thing.
ユピ殿。お聞きしたいことが。
なんだ。
前世の記憶はありますか。になる前の。
でもそんなもん、俺はユピーだ。護衛軍のな。もうね、くだらねえこと聞くんじゃねえよ。
And that's all he needed to know.
ユピ殿。
おい、いい加減に。
Chad.
攻撃すれば。
I never thought that I would be rooting for him. He was so annoying the whole time. Yeah, he's, rough. It's just so close, but not what he's looking for. He's gonna find just like one piece. Keep going.
要は誰かと戦っていた。そして要は勝っていないものに一度も。
Oh.
予想以上に時間がかかった。もうとっくにピトが戻っているはず。
Wrong.
王がじれてなければいいが。ユピはどこです。あれは。ユピ。そんな。
丈夫。
どういう意味だパン。ユピが殺されました。かなりの手だれが
He
まだいま
knows
す。
because that's why his nose was bleeding because Yupi
Pitou.
died.
いえ、まだ。
ならば
And then there
よ
were
うやく世
two.
も指導できるわけだな。
いえ、メレム様変わりました。ここは危険です。勝負は。
やめると申す。
Oh, then just tell me what you're hiding if the contest is off.
ならば世の勝利。
I think that's the
洗い
same
ざらい話してもらう
formation.
ぞ。それでいいのか。
That was like Komugi's special thing.
どういう意味だ。
つまり彼女は王にとって諸刃の剣。
俺には信じられねえ。石に逆らって護衛軍の統率がありえねえよ。
そう
You may think that.
ならここにいるの？兵隊槍が人間側についてる。ありえなくない？人間と交じるのキメラならありえないが色絶対と言い切れる。
Smart palm.
Mm-hmm. Palm is like really. She's just so. This transformation has really was really for the best. I have to say.
She's like one of your favorite characters
Yeah,
now.
she's so awesome.
私も矛盾しないって。王の最初の縁からおよそ20分経過。
Jesus, time's really speeding up.
Yeah.
王に殺されまったりしてないから。
わかんねえよ。どういうことだよ一体。
最初の縁の私はこの子を背負ってた。王がそのことに気づいていたなら私の元に来たはず。そうしなかったのは髪の毛
Oh,
を
it was
覆
because of the hair, not because she was
背負っ
unconscious.
ていた。この子は王に見つからない場所かくまう必要があるわ。
時間って一体どれぐらいだよ。
王が死ぬまで。
こいつ一体何を言ってるんだ。王が死ぬ。そりゃあいつか死ぬだろうよ。苦労しねえよ。もっとはっきり教えてくれ。
王は死ぬわ。そんなに先のことじゃない。
If Pouf dies as well.
数時間のうちに王は死ぬ。
That looks sick.
Just wrestling around in here.
私たち以外絶対見つける。
I hope she doesn't wake up.
She's blind anyway.
She would still know she's trapped in a box.
They didn't like seal the box.
Yeah, but she's so weak, and she's like in a sleeping bag thing.
ギリギリの線を越えぬよう彼らと何一つ変わらない。いえ、それ以上に。
What'd you think of that one?
That was a pretty crazy episode. Palm is just so awesome now.
She's a badass.
She always
What
had
else is
moments
new?
where she was like kind of cool, but then she just like canceled it out by being a psychotic bitch the rest of the time. And like
Now she's straight up Lisa Lisa. I mean, she
Yeah,
might be
she-
voiced by the same person.
she is very similar to Lisa Lisa. Of just being just super badass and super cool and like just knowing shit. Yeah, she's awesome, and I love her and Ikalgo teaming up because they're just both so great that it's just perfect. I love it. And it was crazy with Welfin. I was like, I never thought that I would be like on his side, and every time felt like this whole thing, every time we saw him, it was just like, oh my god, this fucking guy again. And then he would just like get suspicious, but not act on it. And like do nothing and just like waste it in like 5 minutes of just like, oh, well, they could be against me. Or like, what if I'm gonna do this? Then blah, blah, blah. And like sometimes his suspicions were true, sometimes they weren't. But most of the time it didn't matter because he didn't do anything about it anyway. But now that he has a goal and he like an actual goal instead of like, oh, whatever, I'm gonna be the king in the shadows and whatever other type of stuff that he was saying. Now he's like, I don't work for these guys anymore. I don't want anything to do with them.
I worked for Gyro.
Yeah.
Gyro was my king.
And I'm gonna go and find him, and that's gonna be my new thing. So that was awesome. And yeah, he straight up killed Yupi. Oh, Yupi seemed like he was possibly dying anyway, though, similar to Pouf, who's now also coughing up blood. I'm not sure if that's just because they like gave too much of themselves, or because even though and now they're connected to the king, even though they were able to like nourish him back to like super health, if it's like if he's just like still consuming it and it's not an actual replacement for his body, very similar to Gon and what Gon just did of like extended himself far beyond his normal limits, and then there's consequences to that. It's like the king ate so much of Yupi and Pouf. And now he is like stronger than he ever was. His end makes a giant flash that like encompasses everything. But it's hard to say whether or not that will like have consequences later on, and will. I mean, it's not hard to say. It's clear that it's having consequences. I'm not sure if that's the reason though that he is dying. If it's just because he is like his now new body is using up too much energy, or it's just that because it's not actually him, it's just a short-lived temporary solution. And it would have been interesting if Pitou was still alive, if she would be able to do something about that and help, but there's no way to know about that now.
Yeah, obviously.
And yeah, Pouf is clearly, it's just not Pouf's day, you know? Like he was really feeling like it was his day for a bit there. He was like, now's my chance. I've been like so of service to my king. I've become his mother. He's like eaten 6/7 of me. This is great. He's super powerful. I love it. And I'm gonna get rid of that girl all in one day. This is perfect. But then it's like he coughs up, he sees Yupi dead, and then he starts coughing up blood, and it's like, was all of this for nothing, you know?
Yeah, he's getting a little bit desperate. And then we also saw earlier in the episode the human versions of Ikalgo and Welfin.
Yeah.
When they were Nakama. Where was that? Yeah. This is Ikalgo. Actually, it's funny when you first see Yunju go in. Like we see Gyro like sitting in the chair, like in the back of the room. It's fucking Welfin and Ikalgo like standing there with guns, and you see the eyebrows and the like upper eyes are wearing like masks, but they're standing there with guns, and he's just like Zaka or whatever, Zakahile or whatever the fuck his name is. What should we do? And then it zooms in on Gyro, so it's like they kind of added them in early in the arc.
That's cool.
That they were like actual buddies. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. And yeah, their faces do really match. Like, you know, even though they look completely different now. But yeah, that's really cool.
Yep, and yeah, that was a badass moment. You pretty much covered anything. You want to move on?
I think so.
Alrighty, leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.